warm up for the second act by doing another sing-along. So if we get the lights up to half house and pick up those song sheets, and we're going to sing Your Grand Old Flag. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart sings true for the red, white, and blue, and forever a boast for a brag. And for all acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag. Yes, happy Veterans Day. Veterans in the audience. Woo. We got a couple quick announcements. So a reminder about the raffle for the board of wood that will be delivered to your house and is cut and split. The drawing will be at Songs of the Season on December 3rd. Also, the book that is for sale that chronicles the 37-year history of the Squirrel Cage Theater, written by our director, Joan Bushnell, and 30-year Squirrel Cage veteran, Dave Novell. Yeah, you should be booing him right now. And cheering him at the same time. So it just feels so good. The energy is fantastic in here tonight. And so, back to the thrilling conclusion of Trapped by a Treacherous Twin or Double Trouble.
Change their tune when I have the last laugh. I just need one more document to make my scheme complete. I tried to steal the combination of this years ago. Aha, here it is. After no safety behind bars, I'll use this to get my revenge on the rest of them. But hark! Someone comes. I must not be discovered.
Thought I'd put someone in here. Maybe I should take a look around.
Curses, I must dispose of this pest.
Squirrel behind your chair. Behind the sofa.
Someone in here. Could I have been mistaken?
No.
Now to put my dear brother behind bars where he won't bother anyone but the warden for the next 10 years. Oh, Yule Haverford, your scheme has the mark of genius from start to finish. Too bad Noel will get credit for part of it. But while he's doing time, I'll be having time. The time of my life! Now to go fetch the police and play out my winning hand.
Sure enough, I am.
What happened to you?
Well, I thought I'd heard someone in here, so I came in to check. And the lamp was out, so I lit it, and then it went out again. And that's all I can remember.
There must have been an intruder. Yes, I bet I can guess who that intruder was.
You don't mean that you think.
Not your own brother. No, gave him quite the beating today. I know Yule well enough to know he would stop at nothing to get revenge.
Don't be hasty, April. You don't know that it was Yule who did this.
True, and we don't know that Hollingsworth didn't sneak in here and knock himself out. I don't believe it.
I do keep catching a glimpse of you just before things went black.
Oh, will that boy never stop breaking his limits?
But I can't be for certain.
Well, I'm certain it was Yule. I'd stake my life on it.
Must have knocked me out in order not to be discovered.
He must have been after something. But what? Has anything been taken? Is anything missing?
Good point. We should take a look around and see if anything's been disturbed.
Look in the safe.
Well, it doesn't look as though anything here has been touched.
Why don't you come home, Herbert? This would all be so much easier to bear if only you were home.
Mother, that's it. We were looking right at it all this time.
What? Herbert? You can't mean.
No, Mother, not Father. The wall safe. Open it. See if anything is missing. See?
Well, I'm sure that Yule wouldn't.
Yes, I know, Mother.
Yes,
Open
he
it anyway.
would.
Well, just to put your mind at rest, excuse me, Herbert.
Well, is anything missing?
These are still here. I have such high hopes for both of my baby boys.
But is anything missing?
I don't think so. No, everything seems to be here. Except
Except what?
except the deed to the house.
Great merciful heavens!
What is it, Collingsworth?
Don't you see? Yule has a deed to be a single man for him to lay claim to this home.
Well, that dirty skunk! How can we stop him?
Oh, don't worry, April. I'll make sure he doesn't get away with it.
Where will this all end?
Come along, Mother. I think you should lie down.
Perhaps you're right, April. This all seems to be too much for me.
I'll take you to your room.
Thank you, April.
You look worried, Collingsworth.
Indeed, Sadie, I am. I don't like the look of things. If Yule does indeed have the deed, it would be a simple matter, or he could cause no end of mischief to the Haverfords.
Collingsworth, are you all right? April told me you were knocked out. What happened?
I'm afraid I lost a fight before I even knew I was in it. And that's not the worst part. The deed to this home is missing.
I know April told me. It's Yule, of course. We've got to stop him.
Well, but shouldn't we go to the police?
I'm afraid that would be useless. We still have no proof, even that Yule has the deed.
Of course we know that Yule is guilty, but he's been devilishly clever in covering up his tracks.
Well, I don't see anything more we can do about it tonight. Why don't we all get some rest, and we'll make a fresh start in the morning.
That sounds about right. I am feeling quite wobbly. I'll just be back bright and early in the morning. The early bush, you know.
Yes, we're sure to get our worm tomorrow.
Good night, Hollingsworth.
Good night, Sadie. It's been quite a day.
Sadie, I'm sorry for all the trouble with which we greeted you on this day.
Well, if only I hadn't fainted, perhaps you and your brother wouldn't have come to blows.
Of all the perfidy that cat has perpetrated, affronting you was his most fiendish act. I'll never forgive him for it.
Oh, don't say that. You're angry now, but another time you'll remember that to forgive is divine.
Oh, thank you, Sadie. Your presence here is a beautiful silver lining to all of our dark clouds.
That's sweet of you to say, but
Sadie, I've already told you the way that I feel, and I know it's too soon to expect an answer, but I want you to know that I will never rest until the day comes that I know you will become Mrs. Noel Haverford.
Mrs. Noel Haverford. Why, those must be the most beautiful words that have ever been spoken. Mrs. Noel Haverford.
Then the answer is yes?
April told me I should follow my heart, and my heart says yes. I say yes.
Why do you keep doing this to you? Sorry.
April, I want you to be the first to know. Sadie has agreed to be my bride.
Sadie, I think I'm happier than Nolan. You're the best thing that's ever happened to this family. And, by the way, Noel, I was the first to know. You were second.
Oh, April, I can't believe this is all happening. Pinch me to see if I wake up.
It's real, all right, Sadie. It's like a beautiful dream to me, too, but it's real.
And it's wonderful. Mother must know at once. It'll cheer her up after all of this happened today. Mother, come down here right now. It's important.
Sadie, I promise you I'll make you the happiest woman in the whole world.
Oh, but you already have. I shall try so hard to be worthy.
Sadie.
What's the matter? What's the
Mother, Sadie and I are going to be married.
Oh, wonderful news. I'm so delighted, Sadie. I do wish your father were here to share this moment. I know just what he'd say. He'd say, you sure show exquisite taste in woman, my boy.
You always told me that I take after my father.
I think this calls for a toast. Mother, you'll drink a toast with us, won't you?
Yes, perhaps just a sip. This is a glorious occasion. Sadie, I used to think there could never be anyone good enough for my Noah. But I must admit, it did occur to me that I could be wrong about that when I met you this morning. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Haverford. Why, was that just this morning? The dark days of the Craven Priory seemed eons ago.
And may you never see dark days again, my darling.
A toast, everybody, to the future Mr. and Mrs. Noel Haverford. Oh, my goodness. Well, go on, Noel. Kiss your fiancé.
Sadie.
Sadie, that's a dog. Shut down. What shall we do?
Calm down, Toinette. It's all right. Show him in, of course.
Goodness, company at this hour and me in my robe. I better leave.
No, Mother, stay. The poor devil is probably just selling tickets to the policeman's ball.
You are Mr. Noel Haverford, sir?
Yes, I am. But you must be frozen out on a chilly night like this. We were just drinking a toast. May I offer you a bit of brandy?
I'm afraid not, sir. Wouldn't do while I'm on duty.
Oh, so this is an official visit then. Well, what seems to be the trouble?
I'm afraid you'll have to come with me, sir. I have a warrant for your arrest.
What on earth for?
Bacon has one. Seems your brother caught on to the way the books are being juggled and has turned you in. Come along.
But wait! He's the one. I'm innocent.
That's right, they all are. I don't believe I've arrested a guilty criminal yet.
No, what's happening?
Sadie, wait for me.
Oh, the spot.
You take my advice in this. You'll shift around a little. It ought to be at least 10 years.
Sadie,